Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with...
It's the National Football League on EA.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Ready? And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
For the numbers for White a week ago: 5 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Opting to run again here with White. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. The Bucs at 14-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And you look at this Saints defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now back to the ground game with White. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
Ready.
Off of play action, Sanchez. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
On third down, a run from White.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They go right back to White here on first down.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Ready?
And a play fake. Now Sanchez. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw, Sanchez. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second, here's Algier. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rashad White.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Running out of the gun with White. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll fake the give. Now Sanchez. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints again ready to go on offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Number 87. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Let's go now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Sanchez. And this throw incomplete.
Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Sanchez.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
White.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now it's Sanchez. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Yellow. Black shot. Ready.
Here we go on 4th. Sanchez. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
2nd and 9 now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Down the right sideline.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Algier is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things had not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Read option. This is White.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's thrown underneath to Algier. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play.
A shot downfield for Burks.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches.
Ready?
They keep it on the ground. White again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Let's go.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Watch out now.
Now Sanchez.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Pete Werner. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
2nd and 1. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Tyler Algier, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he stopped immediately there.
Reed Blankenship delivering the hit. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to it.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's now working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw here on first down.
That's complete. It's Josh Wiley.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
26-yard line.
Newsome on the carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. He'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Here's Sanchez. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
52 blaster.
Buccaneers.
Ready.
Off of play action. Sanchez. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go, set. Shot, 17.
First down, here's White. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Ready.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
Check, huh?
They stay on the ground with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to throw now on first down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now back to throw. This is caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on touchdown, Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
Now White lost the football, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got this to Algier. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete. Burks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught by Johnson. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy.
Okay, right? Ready?
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Well, it looks like they'll move things around here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. And they take a knee. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent.